Okay, so once you have programmed your different variables and added in some different objects, you can start to extend your work a little bit by maybe adding in some kind of mini game. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to have my Tamagotchi, I'm going to have a ball appear and drop, and then I want my Tamagotchi to kind of head it, and when it touches the Tamagotchi, for the ball to kind of bounce back up, and then I want to be able to move my Tamagotchi with the arrow keys. So there's quite a lot to this one. So the first thing is, let's get the Tamagotchi moving with the arrow keys. I'm going to do that by saying when the left arrow key is pressed, change. Now you could do change X by 10, or you could do move. You could use this move 10 steps. They're very similar. I'm actually going to do move 10 steps. And it's left, so it's actually backwards minus 10. I'm going to duplicate that block, and I'm going to make that the right arrow. This time moving 10 steps. Let's test that out. Okay, so that's got my Tamagotchi moving. Now I need to add a ball sprite, so I'm going to choose this, and I'm going to choose that ball there. I'm going to position it at the top, and I want it to appear randomly and then drop down. And I might have a score variable, or maybe every time it touches, the Tamagotchi touches the ball and it jumps up, that the happiness goes up, let's say. Or I could do a score variable. I think I'm going to go with the score variable. So, making a variable, calling it score, press OK, and I need to set that score to 0. So, set score on the green flag to 0. I also want this ball to be hidden at the beginning. Then I'm going to have this happening regularly. So forever, I'm going to get it to wait a certain number of seconds. Let's do random number of seconds. So random between 10 and 30 seconds, and then I want it to show up. So I'm going to do show. Now that will just make the ball appear, basically appear there. But I want it to drop. So I'm going to go to motion, and I'm actually going to set its starting position, and then I want it to, I might do this in a separate bit of code, forever change y by minus 10. I actually only want this to happen when it's showed up, so I might attach that to an event. So I'm going to do a broadcast when it shows up, game, and I'll go to game 1. So when I receive game 1 change by minus 1, that will make it drop constantly. I'm going to stop this video there, and in the next video I'll show you how to get the ball to bounce off the Tamagotchi.